talking to you about 3 add-ons that I think are pretty wonderful and are great for communication, as well as helping with students that have disabilities. So, and differentiation. So the first one is Kaizenza. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's voice comments. And so you can sign up for Kaizenza. It's free and it allows you as a teacher, and it also allows students to do this, to add in voice messages, to attach lessons, and to do text messages when you are grading their papers. And so I think that this is fantastic when it comes to differentiation, because all students might not be really good um, at reading a text comment. What I really like about this is you could do a lesson. So, like, let's say they weren't good with graphing quadratics. This might not be here, but you can you can add in 2-column proof structure. That's awesome. So this is a proof series of statements. So you can grab this video lesson that's on Zillion and you can add it in as a comment for the students so that they can see it when they are coming back to it. So it not only gives you the ability to comment on what they're doing within their Google Docs, but it also allows you to give them video feedback, etc., on their comments. So you can track skills, you can give video or voice comments, you can give text comments, you can comment on a rubric, and you can include lessons with Kaizenza. The next one that I wanted to talk to you about was SAS Writing Reviser. This is an add-on for Google Docs. It gives the students the ability to look at their sentence length, their statistics, their sentence list. So that's a lot of really great information about their writing. And it also has a writing reviser. So for example, I went in and looked at sentence power and I looked for weak and hidden verbs within my first paragraph, and I found that there were a bunch of weak verbs in here. So I looked at those sentences and it made me revise them. So they to be verbs are often effective, but sometimes you can replace them with more expressive verbs. And so the beautiful part about this with differentiation and students with disabilities is it gives them a stack list of what they can look at to help them improve their writing. And then on top of it, it has a little lesson here about hidden verbs and what hidden verbs are and how you can improve the sentence. So it gives an example of my dog is a source of frustration for me and how it can change to my dog frustrates me. And so you look at exactly what the sentence structure is and how you can improve it. And so I really do like this tool, and it's a free tool. The students need to sign up for SAS, but everybody can use it and it's valuable. And then the last one I wanted to show on with an add-in is one that's for Sheets, and it's called Flippity. And Flippity has a lot of really cool things that you can add on. There's crosswords and word searches and name pickers, and it's a really crazy tool. But the one that I wanted to focus on that I thought was really good for communication and creativity and critical thinking and differentiation for students, especially students with disability, is this spelling test. And I am not an elementary school teacher, but if my kid was back in elementary school, I totally would use this. This gives you the ability to give a different list for every student in your class. And so you can immediately differentiate for those students, and you can give some students more words or some students a little bit more difficult words, or maybe Elmo didn't do tired very well last week, and so you wanted to add in tired in pencil to make sure that he goes back and he looks through it. And they can all have the same words, but then you can also change them up. And then you can email results too, so you can put an email in here, the school email for all of those kids, so that it'll email the results. But here is what your students get? They get a website that they go to, and then they click on their name, and then here are their words. Here's their word list. They have practice abilities, they have
Spell.
quizzing abilities, and so your students you could automatically put them all into groups or put them on headphones with their computers, and they could be working on this, and then you can go around as a teacher and differentiate for them. So what happens is when they click this, it says arrive, ARRIVE, arrive. So it's says the word, spells the word, says the word. On the practice, it actually gives the word for them. So you could even use this and you can take the practice off and the list off and make this just a quiz. So you literally could use this in your classroom to just quiz your kids, and everybody could have their own quiz and everybody could have their own level of words, or you could have two different levels of words to be able to differentiate. Anyway, very cool tool. Flippity is worth your time to look at.